Dicen que en épocas de grandes cambios es cuando aparecen las mejores oportunidades. Este es el momento de aprovechar el presente para construir el futuro que deseamos. Hoy abrimos una puerta al futuro en el que las más avanzadas tecnologías se ponen a disposición del ser humano para construir un mundo mejor. Descubre Decentra, la oportunidad que eleva tu potencial con la ayuda de las mejores herramientas digitales del mercado actual, como blockchain, staking, web 3.0, NFTs, DeFi y más, mientras te ayuda a mejorar tus finanzas personales. Usando la tecnología más avanzada hoy y creando la que está por llegar. Bienvenido al futuro. Bienvenido a Decentra. El mundo del futuro se está construyendo en estos momentos. Un universo sin límites llamado metaverso está naciendo. La siguiente generación en la evolución de Internet. Un lugar donde las barreras de tiempo y espacio no existen. Un mundo donde la imaginación, fusionada con el desarrollo tecnológico, construirán los negocios del futuro. Y en este mundo, los cimientos de una gran ciudad comienzan a ser colocados. Decentra y Landian, la alianza que cambiará el mundo, están construyendo Decentra City dentro del metaverso. Esta ciudad será un lugar para explorar, para crecer, para conectar, donde podrás hacer tantas cosas como desees. Y habrá un lugar para el emprendimiento, para la formación, el arte, el entretenimiento y las relaciones humanas. En Decentra City podrás comprar o alquilar coches, invertir en activos, comprar la casa de tus sueños o construir un gran edificio. Pero también podrás disfrutar de multitud de experiencias asombrosas o jugar. Tendrás una versión digital de ti mismo, viviendo e interactuando con otros ciudadanos de Decentra City, con un avatar personalizado. El metaverso hiperrealista más avanzado del mundo. Este es un momento único en la historia. La primera compañía de network marketing que arranca oficialmente dentro del metaverso. Decentra City, la ciudad donde no existe lo imposible.
The most powerful property that we can acquire is knowledge. And with the right education, your potential will have no limits. Discover Decentra University, the most complete e-learning platform for your personal life and professional career. Learn about the latest technology, NFT, blockchain, AI, VR, with the best trainers and experts in each area, plus exclusive content from John Maxwell, the world #1 leadership guru. Join Decentra University and open the door to knowledge. Exploring new places is one of your dreams? Sure it is. We all want to explore the world. And now it is possible for far more people to discover Ovasky, the private travel membership with exclusive experiences for lower prices. The more you travel, the more you can save. The more you save, the more you can travel. Join Ovasky today. The world is yours to explore.
Listo, listo. Buenos días a todos.
Ready. Good morning to everyone, to every single one of you. We're starting this training call, and welcome. I'm happy and glad. August 30, in this Tuesday. How are you? Let me open my camera. Let's write in our chats, in our community, to all the people that hasn't logged in and hasn't connected to this call.
Tengo dos. Ok. Deja poner
Just let me set up my camera.
Me vi dos veces y
Sorry.
me confundí un poco. Y vayan a escribirles a todos.
So let's give a message to all the people that we have in our organizations, because this mentorship and this training, it helped me a lot in a moment when I had it, and it had a lot of value, and it was really harsh in the time being. because I didn't work on those things in myself in the traditional school, and to be able to understand these areas, and if we develop them and make them more stronger, you're gonna be good and all right in every single part of your life. So let's learn it and take it to practice, because I've been talking about this with leaders around this industry, and this school of personal development and this transformational school, it doesn't have, you cannot find it in any other industry. And I can say this openly because, and it's kind of curious, because with the people that we started about 6 years ago, it was just a bunch of friends, maybe 5 or 6 people that we started, and they have decided to get into the marketing level, network marketing and direct sales. And after 6 years and a half, the compositional effect, the difference that made in the people that went into network marketing and the people that didn't went into network marketing and started as an entrepreneurship, because it was like half and half. It was 3 that we did and 3 that didn't of those friends, and the ones that make those radical decisions, because the other 3 people that didn't get into network marketing are having the same results as 6 years ago or are even worse. And it was something that shocked me. And we were just in a barbecue and with people I deeply found very deeply, and I love them, and we were talking, and I said, I know that I already know it, that is already been doing it. If we take 20 or 30 years, but if you spend some time, if you spend that time of your life with those limitations and those paradigms that we're dragging, do you know that from night to morning you can change your mentality and have that right thoughts so you can improve those areas in your life? You need to be working and to unlearn. And sometimes I've been brainwashed. Don't do that. It's not necessary. There are many things that are not going to help you. And always, when I wanted to get into this industry, I remember that my friends, my neighbors told me, and like we said in Mexico, your guys from the hood, or the guys from your neighborhood, your friends, your family, your deepest and closest friends are telling you like you're being brainwashed, that is not gonna work, it's a scam. Even your own family told me like stop messing around and doing the things that it didn't would be work for me. But you need to have that impact in yourself in all the areas of your life. And there's a phrase that I love: if you want to change the world, you first need to change your inner self, and then you can start changing the world. Because with that grain of sand, you can start changing the world and start changing all that trash in your mind, all the garbage that you have within yourself, and that mentality that hasn't helped us at all to grow up. That's why I always, when I'm doing network marketing, the first thing I sell is the educational system. But you're not selling the money that people can make? No. Of course I do it, but I'm more interested in to change that mindset of poverty and to change their life and the way how they think and how they feel about themselves. Because when you teach someone how to fish, you can actually help them to change their lives. Because it's not worth it if you're talking with someone that does not understand the change that they can do in their lives by changing themselves. And I feel more interested in selling that educational part and the personal growth. And when I knew that they were going to set an academy of leadership, personal growth, and blockchain, it just hugged me. It just hugged me. It dragged me to this project for me because I can relate with this, because there are some things. These are some things that I can relate to, and to be able to help people to change their lives. But the fastest way to do it, they need to renew their mindset. They need to change their mindset, and also not to be having those limitations, because we are being domesticated like a little dog, like a little puppy, like an animal in our lives. We've been domesticated this way, and I love, and I really like these constellations, subjects and topics, but our genetics, our DNA, our atoms, our vibe, and all the things that we carry on through generations, the thoughts, and all those wounds and experiences in our life are part of the things that we are today. And I love this part because I didn't quite understood it, because our mind, our spirit, our physical body, our presence in this world, and the way that we think and the way we feel is also because of the bloodline that we have, our grandparents, our parents, and so on and so on. Until we decide to heal and take that process and realize that the things that we do and the things that we said, it has been through generations from before us. And sometimes we carry with the wounds and the bad experiences of our fathers or our grandparents, and we don't know that. And sometimes I don't even talk about this, but every single time I realize that this also affects the way we think and the way we feel, and that we are dragging it. And sometimes our families, the people from the ones we come from, they couldn't break that chain of grief, and they do not decide to fight against themselves, and they are not willing to find themselves. Because finding yourself, to know what are your wounds, to know what are your experiences, to know what is your mindset, it's really hard, because you need to be humble and leave your ego aside, because they don't have the courage of being able to work in themselves and to decide to change all those negative things in their lives. Because if you decide and you choose to break that generational chain and that poverty mindset and the wounds that your family is carrying around and all those negative things that from the past, it's going to be really, really easy for you to succeed and to radically change the story of your family. And something that I was talking with my father, many of you knows this story from my father, and once I invited him to eat, and how if you have the courage, you can break all those burdens, those emotional burdens, to break those mental barriers, and to completely shatter all the things that you're carrying around. And sometimes you're not even conscious of the things that you're carrying around. But when you have the courage to go that deep inside yourself, something extraordinary happens and you can transcend to another level. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to work a lot with that. Because when you work so deep inside you, and I learned this, you become a wizard. You become a person that everything that you touch and everything that you do just transcend and have these amazing results. The inner work will show the outside results. Because trust me, everything will just get to you because you're fixing yourself. The right leaders, the right people, the right opportunities are going to be there. And all those paradigms that are not working for you, you need to completely eliminate them. It's not just one day to be working with yourself. You need to be working with yourself every single day. The way you eat, the way when you wake up, if you exercise, when you exercise, how to improve your muscles, your mindset, your health. So if you want to have, for example, if you do exercise and you want to be bulky and have big muscles, you need to constantly be working. If you want to lose weight, you have to be constantly working. So that's the same thing. You need to be working with yourself every single day.
Perfecto.
Give me a second.
Creo que sí me escucho. Sí.
I think that you can listen to me. Okay. So today's topic is to renew yourself in your spirit, in your mind, and in your physique. But I'm asking you, Alex, what is your spirit? My definition that I have been refining through the mentorship and all the retreats in the spiritual part and all the faith that I've been developing in these years is that spirit is not only to believe in something, because you reach to a part in your life that you have differences with your family and things that you have been carrying around, and that you can crumble, and it's normal, it's okay. But there's a point that you're gonna feel alone, that sometimes your partner, your spouse will not understand, your family will not understand you, your friends will not understand you, but something will arrive that you're gonna feel that confidence, and that will make you believe in something. You will believe in that superior being, in the cause and effect, in science. I have met people that only believes in cause and effect, because every single action has a consequence, and I can respect that. But there's a point that me personally, I understood that believing in something will give me that spiritual strength and will give me that spiritual nurture and take me to the next level, and could give me a clarity and an inner peace that could give me the strength to keep fighting for my dreams and keep eliminating those limitations and the things that hasn't been working in my life. So the spiritual part is to believe in something so you can have that faith. I want you to write this down, please, and I want you to focus on this, is to develop an unbreakable faith. And what is faith? Is to have the certainty of something that you still don't have it or haven't get it in your life, but you know that it's gonna be, and that certainty of improving your finances, or making your dreams come true, or the right person will arrive to your life, or that you're going to achieve that the personal goals that you have in your mind, in your heart. And that's faith. That's the certainty of the things that hasn't happened yet, but that you know that they're going to happen. And having that, and always having that endless present. And every single thing that you are worrying about, you're gonna solve it, because you can even because everything has a solution. Because I don't like to call it problems. I like to call it like those opportunities and those chances to grow and to let your mind to expand. And all the time you have that inner growth and you have a higher level of consciousness. Me personally, I believe in God. I believe in faith. I believe in the principles and virtues. When God came to this earth, and I have always said in my conferences that if I have to take a hard decision in my life, I always think, what will God do in that moment in my situation? And those values and those virtues and that courage which I've been taking, those hard decisions, has led me to having the right decision based on wisdom. So you need to
Para mí lo más importante, la fe, la sabiduría, los
you need to
valores.
have that confidence and that faith, so you can be confident about the decisions that you're taking, because it's not a religion, it's a relationship that you need to improve with the deity or the God or the superior being or whatever you believe in. Because I've seen a lot of religions and some things that are very complex for me to talk about them, but this part of your life, that the spiritual part of your life, there is a lot of wisdom and a lot of peace that you can find.
En otras que yo a lo mejor no vibro,
And
no vibro y no estoy de acuerdo. Pero hay
and
unas que digo, wow,
there are some kind of religions that maybe I will not agree upon them, but there are some that I found
toda la parte espiritual
that all the spiritual part in our lives and all the information that we can find on religions
ahí es la clave.
makes you want to be a better person and a better version of yourself and to be prosperous and to have that improvement in your life.
De la mente,
Because I want to talk also about your mind.
pero también
And I like to put the mind,
la mente es un trabajo
the heart, the soul,
todos los días de
and it's something to always water your plants.
quieres tener esos líderes que vengan a sumar a tu equipo,
Because sometimes in network marketing, you want to have those great leaders in your community, but you forgot
el jardín
to water the plants.
bonito,
Because you will arrive to a beautiful, it's like you come to a garden and you have these people that arrives to this garden, and if you're working with that inner garden and every single day you're watering your plants and you take care of that garden, it isn't necessary
porque no necesitas
sometimes,
todo el tiempo
it isn't necessary sometimes to be just following people and stalking people, because the person will see what kind of people you are. And I can say this openly.
que he firmado.
Over of the 100 persons I've been signing in the past few years
Y yo decidí buscarlos. Ellos fueron
are people that just
el jardín
that were looking for me.
que ellos querían estar.
Not that I was looking for them, they were looking for me because they saw a person and they understood that a person and they felt related and identified with a person that gave them confidence, that gave them wisdom, that gave them tools for their life. And when you understand that your mind, that your heart are connected, and that if you work on it every single day, people want to be around you.
Que no prospecte, no te estoy diciendo.
And there are people that are telling me not to do profilings and inviting people. No, you need to keep bringing new plants to your garden. So, but you also need to take care of them, not just bring them and just leave them there.
Para mí es clave. ¿Por qué? Porque cuando la
But this is key, because
gente, lo que la gente está buscando,
when you're bringing people,
buscando un proyecto en su vida.
is because there are persons that are looking for a project in their life, and people that works in this industry. I will not stop repeating this, because those people are seeking a change in their lives, of their finances, of their relations with someone of their family, and people are seeking for those changes, and you need to be present in that part of their lives to give them the opportunity to do so. And the physical part,
Para mí es indispensable, para mí
for me,
es
this
importantísimo.
is non-negotiable. You have to work on it. Give me a second.
Voy a alargar un poquito. Van 20 minutos, pero todavía falta. Pero enfocarnos en la parte física para mí.
We need to focus also in the physical part, to work on your physique.
Personal,
I personally, I believe
es algo que nos complementa.
it's something that complements us.
Una frase que
I heard once a phrase, and
que tu físico es la puerta
the physique is the door,
para poder entrar a tu
is the entrance, so you can enter to your mind and your spirit. So
entrando a la puerta principal.
how are the opportunities and life going through that entrance?
Toda mi vida estuve entrenando, siempre fui delgado, siempre
Because all my life I've been training, all my life I've been well fed and slim and loving the things that I love to do, and it was train every single day,
era hacer
go out and play, and I always worked in that physical part. And the years went through.
jugando en fuerzas básicas, en clubes.
I was playing for the basic forces of football,
Porque
and it was really hard
me perjudica
because not working in those other areas,
en el que
I couldn't reach to the level that I wanted.
físicamente,
But working physically to take care of
tus ansiedades,
of the way you eat, your thoughts,
ya me había
and it happened to me a lot because sometimes I already felt full and I kept eating,
y de repente tiene una
and sometimes you have an excess in your caloric income,
no trabaja su físico,
and sometimes you will not work on your physique, even you don't like gym or cycling, you just need to have that exercise. Because when I stopped playing soccer, I don't like any other kind of sport, but I will find something that I can work my body, maybe stretching to break that muscle and to tonify my body and to feel good and to be able to produce the dopamines in my mind and to produce the substances in my head that makes me feel better and to be more creative and to be more clear in my daily life. Because it's not just only doing exercising and have a good body. It's also to improve your creativity, to improve your dreams, to improve your brain. And I feel that these past years, I felt like I was not taking care of my business and not taking care of my body because of the business and due to the business. But now I'm going back on to do so, because I also need to have that 8 hours of sleep, because that's a habit that is really important. Because being well rested and to sleep well and maybe take a nap in the afternoons if you're feeling like you're worn out or exhausted, because that will also help you to feel that same energy and to charge batteries. And there are people that say that you don't need to sleep to grow your business, but you also need to rest, because you need that rest in order for you to improve and have those ideas and have those dreams to come to your mind. And I will be uploading videos of transformation. That is something that is helping me, and is to fasten. How do I work with fastening? I still haven't quite there, but I've been doing it and start doing it with an intermittent fasting. If it works for you, well, I don't recommend it to everyone. You need to also find that activity and find something that pulls out the lion that is deep inside you. Because for me, it's going to the gym and takes the best of me and I can bring it outside. That feeling that I have inside, I can bring it out. And if you can develop a good physique, you will demand to yourself to have a good business. And I'm doing and having those fastings of 12 hours, you start burning a little bit. Because people ask me, you did a fasting of 20 hours, but you don't feel hungry? The first days, you are going to have a headache and you're going to feel a little bit dizzy, but it's going to help you in the long term. It's been proven scientifically that fasting, it helps you a lot to lose weight. But after the 12 or the 16 hours, what do you do? I have this, I try to eat everything, my proteins, my meat, my chicken, vegetables, almonds. If I'm fasting of 12 to 16 hours, I try to have that full meal with my vitamins and minerals and to give my body all the things they need. But doing that caloric deficit, that if it's necessary, maybe your height is 175 and you weigh 80 kilograms, you need to eat an amount of calories every single day. And you need to be reducing it a little bit less and a little bit less in order for you to feel better and to be my ideal weight, but also to be able to tonify my body. Sometimes I feel hungry because I train a lot and I put a lot of weight on my bars, and I will feel a little bit more hungry because when you do exercise, remember that you're also burning calories. So there are two ways of burning calories: doing a caloric deficit, when you're reducing the amount of food that you're intaking every single day, and every single time doing a very good physical activity. And one of my mentors, that is one of my best friends, has the body that has impacted me the most, because when I met him, he was kind of chubby, and I met him when we were in junior high, and we did everything. We did those diets and very radical diets, having those supplements to burn fat. But the results that we saw, not only my mentor but also my best friend, and the fastest way so we can tonify our bodies and to mold our body the way we want it is to doing those caloric deficits and having those intermittent fastings. Because that way I can find that way. So you can just do it with those calories, and to understand that part, there's no black thread. And sometimes they sell us a lot of things, people outside, because I respect that their nutritionist very much. But since 19 years old that I started going to the gym, and the key was to measure your calories intake, because you want to have like really ripped body with those abs, and because all the bodies that have inspired me are this way, and then you just get used to it. The other day I have that fasting of 24 hours, and it was really hard, but your body starts to understand and start to adapting themselves. I have seen the transformations in one single month and how they did it. I feel that I'm a person that I'm learning, and the results that I've been having and showing, they made me to believe in the things that I'm doing. The spirit, mind, and that physical part, you need to be working simultaneously. You need to be having in your mind every single day. If you strengthen, if you are harvesting in the part of your spirit, in the part of your mind. Give me 1 second, please, because there is noise outside. Sorry. I left my door open to get fresh air. But if you understand these three areas and you strengthen them, and you are sowing every single day all the things that you're, those seeds every single day, it's gonna arrive faster in your life, because that inner garden, you're making it into, you make it a forest, so green, so alive. People will want to be around you. I want to be with Enrique, with Gustavo, with Omar Salazar, with Mr. Jonathan, and all the leaders that we are here, because I know that soon enough you're going to be here giving a training. And I know that you're going to be here if you're working with these three areas of our life, because the result is imminent if you're working in these areas, because people wants to be around with someone that feels inspired, that inspires confidence, that inspires that and relate to that person, because yes, we are all different, but sometimes we want to be the same and have the same things and the same success that a person has. It's good to copy, I've always said this, but we need to be real and authentic and unique, and need to be something special in our lives, because we are all different. But to emulate someone else, to emulate their success, to emulate their lifestyle, being ourselves and being as authentic as we are, that's the strongest power that we can be able to have. To copy and emulate those and the people that has the results. And if we keep authentic to ourselves, we can those results. We're going to be working in these areas, but these are going to be a lot of trainings and to keep renewing ourselves, because every single one of us in our businesses, in our lives, we need to renew ourselves, and that other people can say, like, I don't know what this guy did, I don't know what this guy did, but I can see a different person. I don't know if that person changed their physique, their mindset, or start believing in something, or start nurturing their mind in a different, or what habit you start making in their life. But I want to be with that person because I want to be in the business with that person, because I can see a way too different person. It adds values to my life. Because a leader, you know what's the definition of a true leader? Is those that makes other people win, and that carries a lot of more people to win, and that forges more leaders and duplicate other people to win. And when other people see that you can be that person for them, so that's why we need to renew ourselves and to change those areas. If you change those areas, if you feel that you're stuck in that physical, well, start working out. If you think that you have something deep in your heart that is giving you that obstacles, try to work on it. If you feel that something in your spirit is not helping you, listen to an audio and start cleaning the things in your head. In the spiritual part, you need to be thanking for having a brand new day, because sometimes I think and I feel that I need to be working in the spiritual part of myself, because I was never taught that was so important in my life. And I've been recently just working on it, and to have that opportunity and to have that strength that you sometimes will not realize it, to have that strength to keep moving forward and keeps adding value to my life and my brain and my knowledge. Because sometimes some people will just lose themselves when they are successful or are having more money, and it will just not make you happy. But sometimes people were seeking that money, were seeking that fame, were seeking that success, but they were not feeling happy with it. But when you understand that the spiritual part, and be thankful, and to be in here and to have that faith and have that inner peace, you know that is the right work that every single human being needs to do, and the high impact that has the spiritual part in our life. And a mentor once told me, even because it's convenient, just believe in something. Because trust me, your spirit, your soul will be strengthened, and you will do the most difficult work that nobody is willing to do, that is believing in something. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all the people that is connected today. I really really grateful. See you in the next events, and I'm really, really happy that a lot of people connected, and we're gonna do it of having over 1,000 entrepreneurs logged in, because I am waiting for those things to happen. Big hug. See you soon. See you in Mexico City, because we're gonna have a spectacular event, and see you next time.